I've been practicing with Gliffy, and I wanted to show you another way that you can use Gliffy with Google Apps for Education. So I'm on my computer right now, but it works exactly the same way if you're on a Chromebook. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to open up Google Docs. And remember, you can go to Google Docs two ways. You can type it in the address box here at the top, just docs.google.com, or you can always go to the app launcher and select it from there. Once you're in Google Docs, you're going to click on a blank document. And now we're ready to get started. This is just a regular Google Doc that we can type in, change the fonts, all that kind of stuff, insert images. One of the things that certain Google products have is an add-on. And an add-on just increases the functionality of that particular app. So up here at the top, it says add-ons. And if I click add-ons, I can go to Get Add-ons, and it just so happens that there's a Gliffy add-on. So I type in Gliffy in the box, and here it is right here. Now because I already have it installed, it says Manage, but if it wasn't installed, it would say Free right here, and I could click on that and it would automatically install inside Google Docs. Once it's installed, I can click Add-ons and then click Gliffy Diagrams, Open Sidebar. What that does is it puts your Gliffy add-on over here on the right-hand side. Now, because I'm logged in to Google Chrome, the same way you or your students would be on a Chromebook as well, it automatically knows who I am right up here. Now, the very first time you do it, it might ask you if you're already a user or if you want to get started. All you have to do is click Create a Diagram. And when you do that, it's going to automatically open Gliffy in a new tab. So I'm going to click Create a Diagram. And it opens Gliffy in a tab format instead of the way it was opening in the apps. When you did it with the app, it was opening a new window on top of your Chrome browser. It was just a little confusing. This way, it just opens in a new tab, and I can select the type of diagram that I want to create. So if I want to do a Venn diagram, I can click Venn diagram, and it will automatically then change my options over here on the left-hand side. So then I have some different types of formatting for my Venn diagram. And so I'm just going to choose, I'm going to do the flat. It seemed to look a little better when I did flat. And I'm just going to grab one color, drop it in, grab another color, drop it in. Now, if these aren't large enough, if they need to be bigger, you can click and drag to select both of them. Get on that little corner handle and drag it out to make it larger. Then from here, I can just enter the information I want for each section of the diagram. So I'm going to go up here to the text tool, and I'm going to click and drag to create a text box. Now you can make it large so that all of your text goes in one box for each side, or you can do separate boxes for each item. It doesn't really matter how you do it. It's just going to create a box, and then I can start to type. So I think I'm going to increase my font though really quickly. Instead of a 12, let's make it, oops, that's 18. And close that. So now when I start to type, let's say I was comparing and contrasting Chromebooks and iPads. So if this is my Chromebook side, I could say that it has a, oops, let me click in the box, a physical keyboard. It also has a browser. It also has extensions. Oops. So on and so forth. Then when I'm ready to go to the iPad side, I could click and drag, change the font size. And here I might say that it has touch pad or touch screen. It has apps only. It is an Apple product. So on and so forth. And you would just continue that process until you completed your diagram. Then when you finished, you go up here and save it and give it a name. And notice it's saving in a folder with my login information. So I'm going to call this Venn, and I'm going to click Save. When I'm finished with this, I can close that tab and go right back to my document, right? Now I still have my Gliffy diagrams open here, so I'm just going to refresh up here at the top. And now you'll see there's my Venn diagram that I just created. And I can either edit it or I can insert it right here. So I'm going to click Insert. Give it just a minute and it's going to insert that Venn diagram as a graphic directly in my document. Now if it's a little bit small, I can always go to File, Page Setup, and I'm on and change to Landscape. I also have the option to just click and drag very easily to make it larger. And so now I have my diagram and I could just press enter here, and then I could write sentences about the diagram, whatever information you wanted them to put inside the document, they could do that. Then I want to save this document as Venn diagram using Gliffy. And you can call it whatever you want. Remember, this is saving to our Google Drive. And so once that's saved, then I can go log onto a computer, pull up this document, and print directly from there. I don't know if this is fewer steps for you. It just seemed to make more sense to me in creating it. So you don't have to use the app from the web store. You can actually just use the add-on inside Google Docs. So I hope this makes sense for you. If you have questions, please let me know. But I think this might be a really nice way to create something in Gliffy and then be able to print it nicely in a nice large format, because it can be done on the Chromebook. Then when they log onto the computer and pull it up like I am here, I can go directly to File and Print. And this is a network printer that I have installed because I'm on the network. And so I could print there, I could change printers. And this is the printer I have installed just locally on my computer. And then I just click print and see it's going to print nice and large and very easy to see. It's centered on the page and it looks really good. So this might be an alternative to using the app and then trying to figure out how to print it. So I think this might be a great way to go. If you have questions, let me know. Thanks.